Here we have the graves of William Martin and Minnie Montando, the parents of Pearl and Alice. The base of this stone is tilting and leaning, so I had to be very careful, and I did not want to stand in front of this, but I did my best. William Martin was born July 27, 1870, in Troy, Rensselaer County, New York, and he passed June 1st, 1937, in Watertown at the age of 66. Minnie Montando Martin was born August 10th, 1868, and she passed December 31st, 1924, at the age of 56. According to William's obituary, he underwent an operation for a gallbladder ailment on April 26th and had been in serious condition since. Complications developed after the operation. He was the son of Henry and Mary Bertrand Martin, who were natives of Vermont, and he had resided in the city of Watertown for about 45 years and entered the employ of Air Brake Company as a molder on February 7, 1907, and has almost continuously worked there since. It also stated that about 44 years ago he married Mrs. Minnie Montando of this city. The ceremony was performed in Canada. She died suddenly in this city on December 31st, 1924. Surviving him are a daughter, Mrs. Pearl Burns of this city, 3 stepchildren, Mrs. Alice McNamee of Omar. So she was a stepchild. See, sometimes mysteries figure themselves out. I also found Minnie's obituary, and I'll read it to you. Mrs. Minnie Martin, 56, wife of William H. Martin, on Ann Street, was found passed in her bed at her home this morning about 9:30 by her daughter, Mrs. Alice McNamee, who resided with her mother. Mrs. Martin had been in ill health for the last several years. She was suffering with heart trouble and diabetes. Mrs. Martin was awake early this morning and talked with her husband while he was getting ready to go to work. She appeared to be fairly well. Her daughter walked into her mother's room and called her twice before realizing that she had passed. Mrs. Martin was born in the city August 10, 1868, the daughter of the late Louis and Matilda LaPara Montando. She married William H. Martin of this city and has always lived here. Thanks for watching.